Hey, we are here at the Chapel of the Flowers in Las Vegas, and we're here with my friend. How's it going?
Doing great. How you doing?
And you are?
Tyler Foote.
Nice
Welcome
to
to
meet you.
Chapel of the Flowers.
Yes. How long you been here?
About 15 years.
15 years?
Yep.
Well, let's get a tour of this place.
Yep. This is our Victorian chapel.
Okay.
The company itself has been here for about 60 years.
60 years? And how are you involved then?
I am one of the owners, and I also train all of the photographers.
So it's a very photography-rich venue, huh?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is our main chapel.
Okay.
Where we do, probably 3/4 of our weddings, especially during the week. 1 to 3 on property.
So you do a lot of weddings here?
We do a lot of weddings. By, I think, anybody's standard, we do a lot of weddings. We did just over 5,000 last year.
5,000 weddings? And all in this chapel?
No, we have 3 on property.
3 different chapels?
3 different chapels on the same property. And then we also do weddings at the Grand Canyon, Lake Las Vegas, golf courses in town. We have quite a few partners that we do other ceremonies with.
Okay. And photography is a big part of it?
Photography is a big part of it, yeah. We have 15 photographers on staff, and the majority of what people spend with us is our photography. We are famous for our photography. We were recently rated the #1 wedding venue in the United States, #2 wedding venue in the world, as well as one of the top 10 photography companies in the United States.
Wow.
So
5,000 weddings will...
5,000 weddings a year. Yeah. You get some fame that way, I guess.
So I walked around here, and as we walk around to see some of the other stuff, I noticed a lot of it seemed very photographic friendly. Like
yes.
Colors on the walls and little nooks and crannies.
In the last 3 years, we've changed every viewable inch of this property. We've either painted or remodeled or redone or put up new drapes, new flowers, every single inch of it, and with photography in mind.
And do your brides know that, or do they just know you as a good place to get married, or do they know, oh, if I go there, there's good photography?
We have a lot of brides choose us because of the photography. It is one of the main reasons that they choose us over any of the other wedding chapels in Las Vegas.
How many wedding chapels are there in Las Vegas?
Oh, that's a good question. If you include all the hotels and all the little...
Oh, because the hotels will have 2 or 3 different chapels.
Yeah, I've heard anywhere from 50 to 130, depending who you ask.
Okay.
I personally know of probably 40 of them.
Okay. Nice. So here's just one of the chapels. Let's see here. Let's get it nice. And let's go check a few others here.
Yeah, we'll just head right back up this
nice.
way. We also have a couple of venues for outside ceremonies. We do probably 100 or so weddings a year in the gazebo.
Okay.
Which sounds like a lot, but it's
your least popular.
Very, very few.
Because it's loud out here.
It is loud. We try to cover the street noise with water noise.
Gotcha. So and it's also a nice little spot for pictures.
Another great spot for pictures.
Lots of reflections, lots of little things that maybe look like they don't all match, but what you're really getting is a bunch of different styles of pictures.
A huge variety in the smallest space possible.
Yeah. Very interesting.
A good friend of mine was here recently taking a tour, and he complimented us on utilizing every square inch of our real estate.
For real though, your benches here and yeah.
So our weddings barely ever run into each other or bump into each other. We do our best to have as much space as possible in as many different places, so they're not ever waiting for each other. They're just kind of rotating through and all having their independent experience, as opposed to bumping shoulders. And that's another reason we have so many different areas.
And I should point out that you got the limos and everything.
Fleet of limousines.
Photographing in limousines isn't easy.
No, it's miserable, actually.
Yeah.
We've done it a lot, but it's never your favorite spot to go.
I've
This
never.
is our largest chapel. Let me hit one more light for you.
I've got a good light here.
This is one we're actually considering remodeling again soon.
Okay.
Always changing, like I said.
Nice. And so you usually have one photographer in doing the ceremony?
We have two in most ceremonies. We
Okay.
have one with a kind of a wider lens, like a 24-70 zoom lens. They can get all the standard wedding shots. And then we have another with a 7200 telephoto lens to get the details.
And these aren't like huge venues, so do you have any problems with your videographers then?
It's a great question. We actually have remote camera systems. If you look, there's 2 cameras in the front corners of the chapel.
Okay.
There's a 3rd camera in the back.
So there is no roaming big tripod set up?
And I've noticed that videographers love to either wear blue or yellow.
Yeah.
Not a problem. They can wear blue or yellow all day long if they want.
Because they are in here.
Hide them right back here. They have full control over all audio and video.
Okay.
They can control all 3 cameras. They can. They actually stream it live on the internet, so everyone back home in Connecticut can watch it.
Oh, stream live on the internet.
Everything's live if they choose.
Okay.
So if they opt to have it live on the internet, which 90% do, they can actually have friends and family and coworkers watching it.
Nice. Okay. Let's see here. What's next?
We'll go to one more chapel. We've got our smallest chapel, and then I'll show you our gardens area as well.
Okay. Reception area?
Yeah, wedding information.
Wedding
area.
information.
That's where all the bookings happen. We have a gallery, studio as well, which we won't walk back there, but you can see a picture of it.
Okay. More pillars and more unique colors on the walls and nice windows and benches and different types of wall textures.
And this is our smallest chapel, the Magnolia Chapel.
Yeah.
Kind of our most modern funky is what we've gone for with some of the bubbles. I have a business partner that's obsessed with bubbles. So you notice them on the pillars, on the sides of the pews here. We've got our wonderful bubbles.
So do you have a decorator then, or you have a designer?
My business partner is the
Designs?
creative genius behind everything. He designed those water features.
And you do mostly the photography?
I do the photography. So we collaborate, and I tell him what I would like, or what will work or won't work for photography, and then he creates it.
Okay.
So.
And how long you been doing this here?
I've worked at the chapel for 15 years. I've been an owner for about 5.
Okay. And there's just 2 of you, or there's a bunch?
There's myself, my cousin, and then both of our parents are owners as well. They're getting less involved and we're taking over. But, yeah.
Gotcha.
Then about 70 employees.
Did you grow up here in Las Vegas then?
I grew up in Reno. We bought a wedding chapel and moved to Vegas when I was 15. So.
Oh, your parents did?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's how we got into the business. Was my parents bought the wedding chapel when I was in high school.
Nice.
Yeah, sold their construction company and bought a wedding chapel.
That is definitely very interesting. And so when the couples come to you guys, they're not necessarily coming to the photographers. They're coming to
the wedding planners.
To the wedding planners over there.
Yeah, but because of the photography, and one thing that I think that's a little bit different about us. We're a Las Vegas wedding chapel. We're on the Las Vegas Strip, but our average wedding is booked more than 90 days out. So they're actually thinking about it. They're not just drunk in the middle of the night showing up. We're closed when they try to show up drunk in the middle of the night. So we're much more traditional and boring than most of the other wedding chapels.
No drive-throughs.
Yeah, no drive-through, but that's why people love us. So.
Okay. A little classier. Nice. So how many planners are there?
There's 9 planners.
And 15 photographers.
15 photographers, 6 full-time, couple part-time limo drivers. 3 photo salespeople. Okay. 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
And even florists.
Florists, we have 4 on-site florists.
Oh yeah.
And we do everything start to finish. There's a few things that we don't do. We have a bakery that delivers cakes for us. We work with.
You don't do receptions that.
No, we work with some of the nicest restaurants in town, as well as golf courses. to do receptions. Anything from 2 people up to 150 people we do receptions for. But
Okay.
that's
Nice.
the one thing we don't do on property anymore, just because we were getting so many weddings. We turned, this used to be reception space, and there's another area, the
A
gardens,
little small for reception space.
well,
It
take
works
out
better
all
as
the
a
walls.
chapel. Yeah.
Take out all the walls, and it was about 4 times as big as this room.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
but yeah.
Any other room you want to show us?
I'll show you the gardens real quick.
Okay.
It's another kind of funky creation by my business partner.
Hey. And you are located near the stratosphere.
Yeah, right across the street from the stratosphere. They're good neighbors.
Is your guys' Hummer limo?
No,
Okay.
fortunately not.
Fortunately?
These things are made,
Okay.
and they hog gas. So this area kind of came about. This used to be our limo parking area. Again, we've turned it into something much more useful.
Gotcha.
My partner found these chunks of metal right here with all the scrolls in them.
Okay.
Bought them for $500 and said, "I've got a plan."
Yeah.
And all of these gates he had custom built. Everything else kind of came because he found these
Gates.
from a hotel that was getting torn down. And then as we were just finishing it, he found these glass flowers and transformed it into the glass flower garden that a lot of people are big fans of.
So how many different places can people get married here?
We have 5 different locations on property. One is the gazebo, which is only open early in the morning or late at night when
Not much
things
traffic.
are
Okay.
a little quieter and not as hot during the summertime. And then this outdoor location, the 3 chapels we just saw.
So 5.
5.
Okay.
Yep.
And photographers, do they stick around for a long time? Do they doing their own things? I don't know. Tell me about them a little.
So our photographers, we don't lose a lot of photographers. If we do, it's typically because of other reasons. They're moving on to a different part of the country. They have a spouse that got a different job. But most of them that stay in town stay with us as long as they live in town. 4 or 5 years typically is what we can plan on having photographers for. We have a lot more requests for employment than we have opportunities for employment. So.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, we have a waiting list of people that want to work for us.
Well, it seems like a really nice place to come and photograph.
Yeah,
And they're not always just here. They're
we go all over the strip. We go all over golf courses. We do outside work. And one thing that's great,
and you have people helping them with the sales, which photographers aren't always the best at.
and most photographers hate.
Yeah.
So the 2 things photographers hate is attracting couples and selling to them afterward.
Yeah.
They just show up and take pictures. It's a beautiful thing for a photographer.
Oh, nice.
For sure. So
Great. And I hear that you have really quick turnaround on the pictures. So.
everything is edited overnight, so everything's available the next day to view. And we have a Noritsu photo printer on property, so they walk out the door with their DVD, with their slideshow, all their pictures edited. And we can have if they're in town for more than 2 days, we'll have a canvas delivered.
That's something
to the hotel
I can't do.
before they leave. Yep, it's another thing that sets us apart. So
Cool. Well, and where they find about the Chapel of the Flowers, where they find out information?
littlechapel.com.
Littlechapel.com.
Yep, and
Okay.
everydetailphoto.com is our outside photography company. For those that want our photography, we've had a lot of requests that want our photography,
But not the venue.
Not necessarily the venue.
Okay.
Yep,
Very interesting.
everydetailphoto.com.
Well, thanks for the tour. It was there's a lot going on here. I'm sure there's more places to see in here, more little nooks and crannies and chapels.
All the admin offices and photo sales offices and planning offices. There's a lot more to see, but you got the bulk.
And it's changed over the years.
Absolutely, yeah. Just 2 years ago, this wasn't here, and
Yeah, gotcha. Well, nice. Thanks for the walkthrough, Tyler. Have a good day.